Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our English class. I am Joe Maricar V. Rubrico, your English teacher for the school year 2019-2020. Before we start our discussion, let us first read. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to A. Define analogy. B. Determine the relationship of a given set of words in analogy. C. Compare traits of characters in the story using analogy. And D. Supply the terms to complete analogous series of words based on a sentence form, analogous pair, and figurative analogy. So this will be our guide as we start our discussion. Before we start our lesson proper, let us first answer the preliminary activity. Directions. Read the statements carefully, then write the letter of your choice. Okay, the first part of our preliminary activity, entitled Analogy in Sentence Form. All you have to do is to choose the word that best completes each analogy. Number 1. Bark is to dog as meow is to blank. A. Bird. B. Cat. C. Pig. Number 2. Banana is to yellow as mokopa is to blank. A. Blue. B. Orange. C. Red. Number 3. Ear is to hear as tongue is to blank. A. Sight. B. Smell. C. Taste. Number 4. Mango is a fruit as rose is to blank. A. Flower. B. Spicy. C. Vegetable. Number 5. School is to students as hospital is to blank. A. Patients. B. Priest. C. Vendors. Okay, let's proceed to the next part of our activity. This activity entitled Analogous Pair. Choose the correct word to complete the idea. Number 1. Hammer is to nail as comb is to blank. A. Feet. B. Hair. C. Hands. Number 2. Hot is to oven as cold is to blank. A. Karaoke. B. Refrigerator. C. TV. Number 3. Scrub is to wash as sub is to blank. A. Cry. B. Sad. C. Tease. Number 4. Screen is to blank as lens is to camera. A. Computer. B. Cord. C. Keyboard. Number 5. Blank is to wrist as belt is to waist. A. Arm. B. Bracelet. C. Hand. Okay, let's proceed to the third part of our activity. This activity entitled Figurative Analogy. All you have to do is to identify the two things compared in the statement. Number 1. A good book is a friend. A. Good is to book. B. Good is to friend. C. Book is to friend. Number 2. Life is like a race. A. Life is to race. B. Life is to like. C. Like is to race. Number 3. She is as innocent as a baby. A. She is to innocent. B. She is to baby. C. Innocent is to baby. Number 4. Love is a game. There is a winner and a loser. A. Love is to loser. B. Love is to game. C. Love is to winner. Number 5. My children are my guiding stars. A. Children is to guide. B. Children is to guiding stars. C. Guide is to stars. Okay, let's proceed to the last part of our activity. All you have to do is to show relationship by matching column A with a picture in column B. Write your answer in your English notebook. Number 1 in the column A, COVID-19. Number 2, farmer. Number 3, tree. Number 4, school. Number 5, plaza. Number 6, crowd. Number 7, last number, summer. Okay, by now, you should have noticed that analogy is all about relationship of words or concepts and how they connect to each other. So let us proceed to the main topic of this lesson, which is analogy. Analogy is a pair of terms that has common relationship. In most cases, you will not only determine the common relationship between each pair, but you will also have to identify which term makes up each pair. Okay, these are the types of analogy. So there are 7 types. First is part to whole. Second, person to situation. Third, antonym. Fourth, synonym. Fifth, geography. Sixth, time. And last, number 7, cause and effect. So take note of these types of analogy. So we will discuss each type of analogy. Number 1, part to whole. A relationship in analogy in which one term is part of the other term. Example, eyes is to face. The eyes are part of our face. Number 2, cause and effect. A relationship in analogy in which one term is the result of other term. Example, she wanted to buy a dress is to she went to the mall. She wanted to buy a dress, so she went to the mall. The cause is she wanted to buy a dress, and the effect is she went to the mall. Okay, next. Number 3, person to situation. A relationship in analogy in which one term is the workplace of the other. Example, sales lady is to mall. A sales lady works in a mall. There is a person and a situation. The person is the sales lady while the situation is in the mall. Number 4, synonym. A relationship in analogy in which both terms have the same meaning. Example, little is to small. Both terms mean the same because they both having the same meaning, little and small. The next is the antonym, a relationship in analogy in which the terms are opposite in meaning. Example, elegant is to unattractive. The words have opposite in meaning. Elegant means you are pretty, and unattractive means you are ugly. So that is why in the antonym, They have opposite in meaning. Okay, number 6. Geography. A relationship in analogy in which one of the terms can be situated in the other. Example, shopping mall is to city. Shopping mall is found in the city. Okay, next. Time, last. A relationship in analogy in which both terms speak of time element. Example, morning is to evening. They are both indicating time. So that is the last type of analogy, which is time that indicates time element. Okay, so let's answer the activity. This activity entitled Connected to the Target. All you have to do is to determine the type of relationship expressed in the pair of words given. Choose your answer from the box, then write your answer on the space provided. Okay, these are the choices that you are to put this on the space provided. First is part to whole, second person to situation, next antonym, next synonym, geography, time, and cause and effect. Number 1. Big is to small as full is to empty. What is their relationship? Number 2. Leaves is to tree as sand is to sea. What is their relationship? Number 3. Volcanic eruption is to earthquake as El Nino is to drought. What is their relationship? Number 4. Luzon is to Manila as Mindanao is to Davao. What is their relationship? Number 5. Year is to month as week is to day. What is their relationship? Next, huge is to big as narrow is to slim. What is their relationship? Number 7. Airplane pilot is to airplane as priest is to church. Number 8. Page is to book as ink is to ballpen. Number 9. Tired is to sleep as hungry is to eat. Number 10. Teacher is to school as doctor is to hospital. Okay, the next part of our activity is complete the pair based on the type of relationship given. Number 1. Part to whole. Branch is to blank. A. Forest. B. Root. C. Tree. Number 2. Cause and effect. Virus is to blank. A. COVID-19. B. Diarrhea. C. Typhoid fever. Number 3. Person to situation. Police is to blank. A. Barracks. B. Gasoline station. C. Police station. Number 4. Time. New Year is to blank. A. February. B. January. C. March. Number 5. Synonym. Smile is to A. Joyful. B. Sad. C. Worried. Number 6. Antonym. hardworking is to blank. A. Active. B. Industrious. C. Lazy. Number 7. Geography. Dorian is to blank. A. Baguio. B. Cebu. C. Davao. Okay, next part. Complete the analogy by providing the correct pair of words from the choices given. Write the answers on the space provided. Number 1. Dark is to night, as strong is to blank. A. Fragile. B. Powerful. C. Weak. Number 2. Sheet is to pad, as petal is to blank. A. Flower. B. Shrub. C. Tree. Number 3. Coward is to brave, as loud is to blank. A. Calm. B. Quiet. C. Sharp. Number 4. Happy is to laugh, as sad is to blank. A. Cry. B. Glad. C. Weep. Number 5. Student is to school, as painter is to blank. A. Art gallery. B. Auditorium. C. Gymnasium. Number 6. Dawn is to morning, as twilight is to blank. A. Dusk. B. Sunrise. C. Sunset. Number 7. Philippines is to Asia, as Italy is to A. America. B. Australia. C. Europe. Number 8. Plus is to add, as minus is to A. Divide. B. Multiply. C. Subtract. Okay. Observe the comic strips. Directions. This comic strips is taken from the story of creation, Panayan version. Sea breeze, I command you to spy on my husband. This act made Tungkung Langit very angry. Immediately after his return from the trip, he called his wife's attention. This is ungodly of you to act like that. I am busy imposing order over the confused world. I thought you trusted me. If you don't like what I did, it is better to part ways. Tungkung Langit deprived Alunsina's power and drove her away. Forgive me. You're not worthy anymore to be my goddess. I have to take all the powers you have. If that's what you want, I am willing to surrender everything I have. As you please, goodbye. After so many years, Tungkung Langit realized that life is empty without Alunsina. Sometimes he cried aloud. The people of Panay believed that rain on earth are his tears, and when it thunders hard, the old folks also assume that it is his sobbing, calling for his beloved Alunsina to come back. When analogies are used in myths, legends, and short stories to express comparison of two unlike things but share common property, it is called figurative analogy. It comes in statement form. Example: the rain is Tungkung Langit's tears and thunders are his sobbing. The writer compares Tungkung Langit's tears to rain as he burst into tears because of his heavy heart. In the same way, when clouds are heavy, they fall as rain, while the loudness of his cry is compared to the intensity of thunder. So this is the example of a figurative analogy. It is used in a myth or legends. So, let's proceed to activity. This activity entitled Let's Compare. All you have to do is to complete the statements that follow and reveal the traits of the characters from the comic strip read. Choose the answer in the box after each statement. Write your answer on the space provided. Number 1. Alonsina is a jealous wife. She doesn't have blank. A. Care. B. Hope. C. Trust. Number 2. Tungkung Langit is an erupting volcano when angry. He is A. Irritable. B. Moody. C. Violent. Number 3. Tungkung Langit wants order and peace in his place. He is a blank leader. A. Concerned. B. Kind. C. Wise. Number 4. The love of Tungkung Langit and Alunsing is weak. It is not blank. A. Romantic. B. Strong. C. Sweet. Number 5. Both are impatient because A. They are hot-tempered. B. They easily give up their love. C. They did not find ways to fix their problem. Okay, that's it. So let's proceed to our last activity. This activity entitled Mirror Mirror. All you have to do is to draw an object that you compare yourself with using figurative analogy. Write a 5-sentence paragraph to explain the comparison. Follow the model given. Example, I drew a flower. So your 5-sentence paragraph should start at this example. I am as lovable as a flower because blank blank blank. Okay, that ends our slide.